So today I would like to make a video for my friends that have not been able to attend a workshop. This is just a basic introduction to Stampin' Up. Stampin' Up is your complete resource for card supplies, making cards, and also for scrapbooking. Everything you need is in here. This catalog comes out yearly, starts in July. And I'll just flip through it real quick to show you. You can go through, it has many stamp sets throughout, and then as you get towards the end, you get to your paper supplies and embellishments, ribbons, your adhesives, tools, and eventually Big Shot there at the end, punches there. So in the catalog also, on page 164, and then the next few pages, you can see where you can order your colors, your cardstock, anything in those colors, ribbons, whatever it is. So on this page we have the in colors, which are good for 2 years, and those are just pretty colors. They come out with new ones every year and then retire them as well, and they're good for 2 years. Then we have where we have our brights, subtles, regals, and neutrals, and this is where you can find your classic stamp pads, ink refills, Stampin' Right markers, ribbons, embellishments, everything to match. Here you can find the classic Stampin' spots where you can order those, and it has the item number there. And so that's how you use these pages right here. And when you look at this, you will see that there's classic pads, and down here you also see craft Stampin' spots. The craft spots are more permanent. They're more for serious crafting. It comes on wet and it's very sticky. It takes about half an hour or so to dry, or you can heat set it. But you're probably going to want to just stick to the classic Stampin' pads, and that's all you'll need there. Stampin' Up! Also has a mini catalog that comes out each quarter. And this is the Christmas mini with lots of home decor ideas and card ideas for Christmas. And they also carry a catalog, definitely decorative. This is home decor, as well as their Spanish catalog. So that's really nice too. Today I'm just going to show you some very basic techniques so that you can get started with just basics. And what we're going to do is just make this very simple card right here. And I'm just going to show you what you need to get started stamping. So first of all, you are going to need some stamps. That is the basic thing that you have to have. And today I'm going to be using this set. It's called For All You Do. And it's one of my favorite sets right now. I'm going to be using that. These are wood mount. You can also get clear mount sets, and the clear mount are cheaper. You will have to have a clear block to mount them on, and just show you here real quick what they look like. They're nice because they are, they pack up small. They take up a lot less space. You go ahead, you assemble them yourselves. Instructions come on how to assemble them, and it has like a clingy back here that you can push onto your clear block, and you can see where you're stamping like that, and then you can just peel it off, clean it, and peel it off, put it away. So today I'm going to just show you how to make this card. I'm going to talk about a few things as we do that. You are going to need a paper cutter, your basic cutting tool. Make sure you get one that has the markings on it so you know where to cut. Stampin' Up! Carries a nice one. You're going to take 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and we're just going to cut it in half. We're going to just do your basic size today. And this will make your card. We're going to score it in the center. And you're going to need some kind of tool to score. I like to use the Stampin' Up! Stylus. Just going to put a crease in the middle there and fold it. Nice fold there. That's going to be the card base. Then you're going to need your cardstock. And this is Whisper White. It's really nice. It has a really nice smooth surface to it so that your ink goes on really nice. And the paper you use does make a difference in the outcome of your image. This is your basic Stampin' Up! Ink pad. This is the large regular size. But if you're getting started, they also have a collection of Stampin' Spots. And these Stampin' Spots will last you a long time. In fact, that's all I've used for the last 6-7 years. And some of them are starting to dry up, but you know, in 6 to 7 years, that's a lot of life. I'll just show you in the beginning here the color categories. Stampin' Up! Has coordinated color categories for you so that you don't have to worry about color, whether it's going to go together. There's Brights group, the Subtles group, Regals, and Neutrals. You know, if you're doing a baby card, you may want the Subtles because you've got your pink and your light blue. You know, if you're doing Christmas or you want darker colors or fall colors, you want your mustard and your greens. So depending on what you're doing will help you decide which colors you want to go with. So these are the spots, and this is a very economical way to get started, and it gives you a lot of color to get started right away. So those are the color categories. Everything in Stampin' Up! is just beautifully coordinated. That is one thing that I just love about it. You don't have to worry if your embellishments and ribbons are going to match. You know they will. So when you stamp, just make sure you ink it real well. And there you go. And I'm just going to put on a few flowers across here randomly. And there we have it. Now I'm going to show you with the spots. I'm going to do it slightly differently. This is Marina Mist. This is Wild Wasabi. And I'm using the Subtles group today. My favorite group, I think. Okay, now with the spots, you're going to do it kind of opposite. Take it upside down and just, so it doesn't really matter what the size of your stamp is. You can still use the spots. You're just going to have to make sure you get your good coverage like that. There we go. This is just very basic so that you know what you need just to get started and still have lots of fun. Okay, and then we're going to put on a little perfect plum flower in between around there. Looks like I used a different blue this time. This is Perfect Plum. Just put a sprinkling of them throughout. Okay. And the nice thing about these is that they store upside down. They slide out like that. So the ink is always ready at the surface. And when you store your spots, you should close them up and you should store them upside down so that the ink is always fresh on top. Okay, so there's my basic piece here. Now what we need to do is adhere this to the card. And we're going to use Tombow Mono Adhesive. This is in the catalog. It's a basic card making glue. It's not sticky. It's nice and sticky, but it's not gooey or wet. So you can just run it on like that, and you're gonna get that stuck on there like that. And then you probably want to add a couple of embellishments. We can, on this card, I put on some ribbon. This is chocolate chip. When you get started and you're not sure what color to go with for embellishments, just think neutrals, you know, things that go with everything like browns, white, vanilla, as you get started. And then add from there. I'm just going to tie a little bow right there. Oops. Tighten it down. And then I need to trim the edges. And there we have it. I'm going to trim that when I find my scissors. Now, I'm also going to just put a little thank you on here with my wild wasabi. I'm just going to stamp it right there. Now, we can keep going with this card, or we can just leave it as it is. This is just basic stamping, but if we want to add a few more embellishments on this one, you can see I've put some little diamonds in the centers. There's also pearls that you can get. There's so much you can do with embellishments, but all you need to get started is your stamps, some stamp set that you like, some ink, a way to cut, a way to glue, and some paper, and you are on your way with Stampin' Up. Alright, so when you're done with your stamping, you will want to keep your stamps nice. Now, Stampin' Up quality stamps, there is nothing like them. They're really nice. You won't find such nice quality stamps anywhere else that I have seen. But to keep them nice, to keep the rubber soft and subtle, we're going to clean them with the Stampin Cleaner, Stampin Mist, and our Stampin Scrub. One side, this one's very used, one side for spraying, one side for drying. So I'm just going to put on some squirts and give it a rub and dry it off. And then we are ready to use them again, use them on another color, get them clean. Now, you don't have to have one of these to start with. You can use a washcloth, damp washcloth, and dry it that way. But if you really get into stamping, this is going to keep your stamps nice, and it's very convenient as well. Well, thank you for stamping with me today, and I look forward to stamping some more with you in the future. And let me know if you have any questions, if there's anything I can help you with. And you can find me at www.sylvia.stampinup.net, and my contact information is on there.